Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Young Byron with Young Byron Channel, and I'm gonna give my take up on Trump's possible impeachment. I don't think Donald Trump is gonna get impeached. I'll tell y'all why I don't think Donald Trump could get impeached after this, after y'all get through watching this snippet of this clip, and let's go.
The president could face legal problems at some point as federal prosecutors claim he directed former attorney Michael Cohen to pay off two mistresses in exchange for their silence during the campaign.
There's a very real prospect that on the day Donald Trump leaves office, the Justice Department may indict him.
The filing says Trump's former attorney acted with intent to influence the 26.
Yeah, as the Republicans are concerned, they haven't conducted any full investigation on the finance crimes that Trump was accused of during his campaign. And from what I heard, just because he did it before he became president, he still can be, impeached. But I don't think he will be impeached. I'll tell y'all later why.
2016 presidential election, and with respect to both payments, he acted in coordination with and at the discretion of Individual 1. Individual 1 being then candidate Trump. Even conservatives see problems for the president.
If you read the sentencing memo the Southern District filed in Cohen's case, it's clear that Trump is the target and he'll be indicted eventually.
Prosecutors saying the payment would amount to a campaign finance violation. At least one of the president's...
And the payment that they're talking about is he paid, his lawyer Coleman paid Stormy Daniels hush money, and I forgot the exact amount, but I know it was a lot. And so you can't do that. That's a financial violation, campaign violation. And of course, people might say, well, Trump can do whatever he wants to, he's the man and all the other stuff. Nah. But I still don't think that he's going to be impeached for it. It might affect him in the 2020 election, but I don't think he would be impeached or anything like that. I totally doubt that. I don't think it would happen. But let's continue.
Fender says that's not the case.
People forget history. The Federal Elections Commission actually ruled on this with John Edwards. They actually came up with a ruling and said that, the paying of his mistress was not a campaign finance violation.
Trump's attorney Rudy Giuliani agrees, tweeting, "The president is not implicated in campaign."
Of course, his attorney gonna agree with him. His attorney is gonna back him up 100%. That's what attorneys get paid for. They're not gonna, not have his back. They're gonna have his back regardless of what. So, that's not surprising at all.
Finance violations because based on Edwards' case and others, the payments are not campaign contributions. Still, House Democrats...
See, they said it's not, he didn't commit no crimes or nothing like that. Even though that he did violate some crimes, it's just going to be thrown out, and it may not affect him during the 2020 election when it's time for the presidential election. And but if it does affect him, I wouldn't be surprised about it because, we need to get him out of the office and stuff like that. We need to get somebody, even putting another conservative in the office that's not corrupt or crooked or anything like that. That would be even better. But keep in mind, guys, I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent Democrat. But, I just think that it would be a lot better to put somebody else in, not Mike Pence and nothing like that, because, he would be the second one pretty much they look at, and Mike Pence and Trump is alike. And speaking of Mike Pence is his vice president. Everybody know that. But anyways, let's continue.
Say additional investigations and even impeachment isn't out of the question.
Certainly they'd be impeachable offenses because even though they were committed before the president became president, they were committed in the service of fraudulently obtaining the office.
They're also concerned about the future of the Russia investigation. The decision of how much of Mueller...
The Russia investigation is old news. That's just thrown out the window. That's, they ain't gonna really care about the Russia investigation. But tell me what y'all think about this. Do y'all think that Trump should get impeached? And tell me why Trump should get impeached. I think obstruction of justice and him being unfit to be president, is really it's not enough to impeach him. But I do feel like that it should be more Republicans running during the 2020 election, and it should be more Democrats running the 2020 election too, because it's not that he's a Republican, it's the fact that he's unfit to run this country, and it's already been proven time after time that Trump is not the right person to run this country. And plus, he's still talking about building a wall and all that other stuff, and and there's more people out there that don't like it that Trump is president. It's more people than what you think. It's not just Democrats that disagree. It's Republicans as well, even though it's in a small number. But it's still some Republicans that don't think Trump is unfit, and I agree with them. And tell me what y'all think. But also, I think he won't be impeached because the Republicans are not going to press the issue. They're not going to give it a full investigation when it comes to his campaign, finance crimes and stuff like that. I just don't think. And he has majority of the Republicans backing him up anyways. So, that's not going to really happen. But I might be wrong. He might get impeached. Who knows? And Richard Nixon, he was impeached and the stuff, and I think he had to, resign office or something like that, from what I heard. But anyways, tell me what y'all think about this. I'm not gonna spend all day on this story. I just wanted to get my take on this, but yeah, I doubt it if he's going to be really impeached, But tell me what y'all think. Till then, peace out, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah.
His final report, as shared with Congress, is up to the Attorney General.
Bill Barr will be nominated for...
And I heard Bill Barr is very conservative, and, of course, you know, he's going to be taking over the case and stuff like that. And I don't think he's going to really go hard on Trump. I don't think he's going to really take it this matter any seriously anyways. But I think that if they had a Democrat that was, you know, appointed attorney, you know, appointed, not attorney, appointed, you know, appointed with this case, then it would actually be a possibility. So I'm going to let y'all go. This is unfair use. This is for political commentary purposes, and I'm out. Peace out, y'all. Have a good Tuesday.